This is hardly surprising given that Iceland's varied terrain offers visitors the chance to observe whales, experience the enigmatic northern lights, and visit dark beaches, blue glaciers, and thunderous waterfalls. There are tons of other amazing things to learn about Iceland. These are a few of the most fascinating facts about the land of fire and ice that you might not have known. Before we dive in, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any newly uploaded videos. And hang on till the end of the video. Babies sleep alone outside. In Iceland, you most likely won't have to worry about hearing a baby cry at a restaurant. Many people are shocked when they discover that leaving babies in strollers outside is a regular practice. This is a common occurrence across the nation, even in low-temperature conditions of 20 to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, -5 Coulomb. Those from nations with greater crime rates or more sensationalized media may view this behavior as careless and dangerous. In actuality, though, there is essentially little risk to infants in Iceland. Even Reykjavik has extremely low rates of crime, especially violent crime. The kidnapping of children is also highly unusual. The greatest place on earth is Iceland. In Iceland, per capita is one of the most frequently used phrases. Icelanders, who number little over 370,000, have a small nation complex. When you disagree, people in Iceland will mockingly yell out publications claiming that Iceland is the best country in the world, always citing data per capita. They will also insist that this statement is accurate. Because Iceland won the Miss World pageant 4 times, Icelandic women are the most beautiful in the world per capita. Iceland has the strongest men per capita as well, with 3 of its citizens having won the world's strongest man competition a total of 9 times. In addition, Icelanders create more music and bands per person, read and write more books per person, and have the greatest handball and football teams in the world, respectively. The list is endless. Iceland best I heimi, which translates to Iceland best in the world, is even a catchphrase. The country is the greatest in the world without having to utter any hurried per capita. For example, Iceland frequently appears at the top of lists for the world's cleanest energy, most peaceful, most welcoming to homosexual people, and best gender-equal countries. There is a love for the Black Death in Iceland. The response to the question, "What is the national drink of Iceland?" is always the same: brennivin. Icelandic spirit brennivin, which translates to burning wine, is made from grain mash and flavored with plants native to Iceland. The initial bottles had a black label with a white skull on it, hence the nickname Black Death, which has persisted ever since. Brennivin is usually served chilled in a shot, although it can also be paired with beer and used as the foundation for mixed drinks, frequently in place of gin. It goes well with hakkarl, a kind of fermented shark, along with one of those disgusting meals that people in Iceland constantly talk about. In Iceland, there are no family names or surnames. Even though there are a few family names in Iceland, mostly Danish, they are uncommon and mostly come from outsiders who marry into an Icelandic family. The majority of Icelandic people have patronymic last names, which are made up of their father's first name plus the suffix "ter," daughter or son. According to this approach, a family member's last name will differ depending on their parents' and siblings' genders. When a woman gets married, her name does not change either. In Iceland, everyone is addressed by their first name, either doctors, teachers, famous people, or even their prime ministers or presidents. Even if it's less official, addressing everyone by their first name encourages conversation and promotes a less stuffy hierarchy. Even using titles like Mr., Mrs., Miss, or Doctor is unusual. People go swimming in the winter. The ability to go swimming in cold weather is one of the many benefits of having water heated by geothermal volcanic activity. Numerous Iceland hotels have heated pools that are capable of maintaining at least 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and there are countless hot springs. Iceland is free of mosquitoes. In the United States, mosquitoes are frequently a real pain, so you will definitely be excited to find that Iceland is known to be one of the world's rare mosquito-free zones. You won't have to worry about these pests when you visit, regardless of the season. It's astonishing that for this one reason alone, the population of Iceland isn't higher. Iceland has no armed forces. Iceland has engaged in just one war and has no standing armed forces. A power battle over exclusive fishing rights to the waters within 200 miles of Iceland's coastline took place during the Cod Wars between Iceland and Great Britain. Using scissors to assault their opponents' fishing nets, Iceland remained victorious. Students in Iceland study 3 languages. In addition to English and Danish, pupils from Iceland are taught in their mother tongue. Some estimates put the number of individuals who are multilingual at 98%. An estimate of young kids who can comprehend basic English is at least 80%. They eat a few nasty things. There is some really awful food available in Iceland. Please don't get me wrong though. They are also well known for their delicious lamb and shellfish. However, their traditional foods could make you gag. Undoubtedly, the most well-known is hakkarl, or fermented shark. After being buried for 6 to 12 weeks, this material is left to dry in the sun. It's consumed with shots of unsweetened schnapps and tastes like ammonia. Delicious. Iceland is an eco-friendly nation. The fact that geothermal and hydro energy account for the great majority of Iceland's electricity supply astonishes everybody. Put another way, this is a nation with little carbon emissions and sustainable energy. Scientists in Iceland are now creating a strategy that has the potential to transform the entire planet, including increasing the use of geothermal energy. In Iceland, beer was banned until 1989. Even younger locals are surprised that beer was outlawed nationwide for almost 75 years until March 1, 1989, in a nation whose citizens seem to enjoy their booze. A day of celebration marked the conclusion of a tragic chapter in Iceland's history that will never truly end. Every year on March 1, Icelanders celebrate Bjordagur or Beer Day, when it appears like everyone goes out for a few pints of liquid gold. Even now, the only places to buy alcohol are the state-run Vinbudin and Keflavik International Airport, which are sometimes referred to as Rikid. That brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for being to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell us what you think about this video below in the comment section. Let's meet again with another interesting video.